Chip Kelly has been relieved of his play calling duties and his duties altogether in the Las Vegas Raiders. Man, oh man, oh man, just another scapegoat for Pete Carroll and Geno Smith to keep making the same decisions, the same horrible play, no consequences for anybody's action. And Chip Kelly is just another scapegoat for the Las Vegas Raiders and Pete Carroll. But there's light at the end of the tunnel, right? Firing Chip Kelly after a horrible game, getting beat by a 2-8 Browns team with a rookie quarterback is signs, right? At least it's a sign that the Las Vegas Raiders are willing to move on from people. They see that the season is not going like they want. And hopefully this is a huge sign for the Las Vegas Raiders to just get rid of Pete Carroll. I know he's a Hall of Fame coach. I know his reputation, but his reputation does not matter. It's been shit for the Las Vegas Raiders. And Chip Kelly is not the main problem. There's been guys open. You just can't hit the open guys. But once again, the Las Vegas Raiders make another stupid decision. Well, not stupid decision, because possibly a stupid decision. Hear me out. You're going to give possibly Greg Olsen. I hope it's Greg Olsen. God, please let it be Greg Olsen. Do not hand the reins to a Nate Carroll or a Brendan Carroll, who has called plays before. If that is the way we go, there will be riots in Vegas. I guarantee you that is not going to be the way to go. However, getting rid of Chip Kelly means there's a possibility that our offense could get better. And I know Raider fans want to win. I know we want to win, but we're 2-9. There is no reason to have Max Crosby out there 100 snaps a game. There is no reason to have these dudes out there giving it their all, balling. We've seen Max Crosby pull up on a couple plays tonight that probably should have been a tackle, and one ended up being, a touchdown to the house on a screenplay where guys gave up. Some people were posting videos that it was Devin White who was on the other side of the field, who was just walking, didn't even try to get over to that side of the field. This team has given up. This team has given up, and they've given up on Pete Carroll. It's not just Chip Kelly. But, Pete Carroll's the coach, and I'm sure he was the one that made the call to get rid of Chip Kelly. But the Raiders need to fire Pete Carroll, and they need to go out and get Chris Shula. I'm watching this Los Angeles Rams game. The Tampa Bay Bucks have been one of the best offenses in all of football this year. They have a playmaker in Baker Mayfield. They have, weapons galore on that offense. And the Los Angeles Rams have given up 7 points with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They are leading 34-7. Chris Shula needs to be the new head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know how many times I could say this. Please repost it. Please get it out there. We need to move on from Pete Carroll. He's done nothing but sabotage this team and drag us down and make us worse since he's been in the building. And now you're going to get rid of guys that, we got rid of a special teams coach. We gave up a special teams touchdown today. Well, not touchdown. He ran it down to the 20. Pretty much a touchdown, right? You give up starting position at the 20-yard line. No team's going to win like that ever in the NFL. Sorry for the chat. I don't know where my glasses went, so I can't read shit. Hold on. Maybe it's time the Raiders need new players, and maybe they will grow stronger. Oh, it's been past the time, man. Shout out to the 9 people in the building. It's been past the time, man. This team, Greg Brewer was good. Appreciate you. Chris, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Appreciate you in the building. We all have to say is goodbye, Raiders. You ain't making the Super Bowl. The Bills will. I don't know if the Bills make it, man. They got a long way to go. They got a lot of problems they're going to have to put together. But again, watching this Los Angeles Rams game, Devontae Adams, 2 touchdowns in the first flipping half, bro. Raider Nation was adamant that Devontae Adams was the cancer in the building. He was the cancer, right? He was the guy. The diva receiver. Raider fans ran him out of the building. Shout out to Mitchell Rams, always running the wrong people out of the building. I wish you'd come on my show one day. Again, he was the problem. Derek Carr was the problem. We didn't get a pick for Derek Carr. We let Derek Carr go. Cut him after re-signing him to a $140 million contract. And we wonder what the problem is with the Las Vegas Raiders. It's not the players in the building. It's the players they get rid of that have been in the building. It's the players that produce for this team that they let go. Jack Jones, Jacorian Bennett, Nate Hobbs, Robert Spillane. The people that do good in the building get the boot, unless your name's Max Crosby. If you play good for this team, go somewhere else. We don't want to pay you. That is the problem, bro. That is the problem. We have plenty of money on the salary cap. We had the third highest salary cap last year, and we have the worst roster in football. That is your head coach. And if it's not your head coach, it has to be Spytek. So, you know, Spytek's Brady's guy. He's going to get his time. And I think Spytek's is a brilliant, brilliant mind, bro. He's been a part of drafting. He's moved up tier and tier and tier. He's still a young man. And I think keeping him in the building is a good, good for the Raiders, good for this organization. But keeping Pete Carroll for another week, keeping Geno Smith, who Geno Smith was flipping off the fans, bro. Geno Smith, walking off the field, flipped off the fans, called somebody a bitch, told him. Also, Geno Smith, the quarterback that all y'all, a bunch of Raider Nation said, Geno Smith is way better than Derek Carr. Geno Smith's the best quarterback we've had since Rich Gannon. Where are all them fans at now? Where are all those people that said Geno was better than Derek Carr? Where are you at? There was a fan that I happen to know who he was, and some of y'all might, but he is a mod for another channel. I won't say his name. I don't know if they want it out there, but he's a mod for another channel who was at the game, who was cussing out Geno. He got a ticket. He got a ticket from Allegiant Stadium for harassing the players. Geno Smith went and ratted him out at halftime. Our soft-ass quarterback went and ratted somebody out in the fans at the half. And then he had the audacity to talk shit to him walking off the game and at the end of the game and flip him off. There needs to be consequences for that. There would not be NFL football. There would not be none of this shit. There would not be none of this shit. There would be no Raiders. There would be no Jets, no Giants, no NFL team if it wasn't for us. For us. So for us to pay our money and show up to a shitty-ass team, I think we deserve to voice our opinion when a quarterback is garbage. When your head coach just constantly gives them a pass, and nothing is his problem, right? Nothing is because of him. The O-line can't protect. Man, he had more than 4 or 5 seconds. I don't know how many times tonight. Could not hit the open man constantly. Even the guy that he brought in, Tyler Lockett, is yelling and screaming at him on the sidelines. There is a major problem with this. There is a major problem. Yeah. You and your Bills, man. You and your Bills. But this is a major problem, bro. There would be no NFL if it wasn't for the fans. There would be no Raiders. Again, there would be nobody in the stands. There would be no football if it wasn't for the fans. So for this piece of shit to come out off the field and flip people off and call people bitches, knowing damn well that you can't do nothing, I bet that dude wouldn't meet nobody in the parking lot, bro. I guarantee you, unless the whole team was with him. Like, that's some trash shit. So the NFL, they need to do something. They need to suspend him. He should not be playing next week. There should be another quarterback out there. And if they don't, man, that's a bad look. It's a bad look for the NFL. It's a bad look for the Raiders organization. It's a horrible look for Geno Smith, a guy that's making $34 million, to let the fans get to you? Bro, all this talk we hear in the damn press conference about, I'm a dog, bro. I'm resilient. I'm resilient. I'm just gonna keep being resilient because I'm resilient. But you're flipping off fans and calling them bitches in the stands. But you're resilient. You're letting people get in your head, and you don't think the defense is getting in your head? It's just absolutely crazy. Um, Good point. I mean, it's bro, you can't stand up there and talk about how you're resilient over and over again because you can take sacks, but you're still out there. But I still get back out there and go out there. The only reason you're going out there is because you're being forced to. You're making $34 million, and Pete Carroll will not bench your ass because if he did, this team would probably look a lot better. I guarantee you, this offensive line would protect better. I guarantee you, the receivers would make catches. There was a couple catches that I knew Brock Bowers would have caught any day of the week with his eyes closed. Somehow he didn't catch it. Trey Tucker, wide open 3 different times in a row for touchdowns. The ball's late. So when he throws it to him, Trey Tucker, drop. Like, you can't expect these guys to play for you when you're out here talking shit to the fans and calling people bitches in the stands and flipping people off, but then ratting on them because they're talking shit to you when you're on the sidelines, bro. And people said Derek Carr was soft. That's the softest quarterback I've ever seen, bro. Why can't we put in Cam Miller? Because Cam's not ready. He's not ready. I mean, Shador was a 5th round pick. Many thought he was a 1st round pick. He's moved up the ranks to the second quarterback, so he got a little bit of snaps here and there. Um, but Cam is fourth string quarterback, like fourth. He's fourth. He is practicing against the number ones every day, so you know he might be ready. But do you really want to throw him into a fire on a shitty team just to see what he has and ruin this kid's confidence? I don't. I don't. I don't know. I'd rather put in Kenny Pickett. He's a 5th round pick. We traded a 5th round pick for him, right? See what you got in Kenny Pickett. We're wasting a 5th round pick. We wasted a third on Geno. We wasted a third on Geno for Devontae Adams. Again, 2 touchdowns in the first half. I think he had 3 today. That's who we traded our 3rd round pick that we got from the Jets for for Geno for Geno. Man, oh man. And you really think they're going to put in Cam Miller when Caleb Rogers, after the injury, started running on the field and they said, no, 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 come back, come back, come back. They put Alex Kappa in at center. Did anybody know this? Did anybody see this or acknowledge the fact that Alex Kappa played center? Pete Carroll's excuse why they put Alex Kappa at center, they thought Jordan Meredith gives them a better chance to win at guard. I could swear at the beginning of the season, Pete Carroll's dementia is starting to get to him, and he forgot the fact that he told everybody in multiple press conferences, we're going with JPJ at right guard because he gives us the best chance to win, and Meredith gives us the best chance to win at center. Now all of a sudden, Alex Kappa has been taking first team reps in practice. Alex Kappa said in his press conference today that he hasn't taken snaps at center since a freshman in high school. But he's been practicing this week and he felt like he was prepared to go in there. So they put Alex Kappa at center. Jordan Meredith goes back out there at right guard after he gets injured. And they're going to blame it all on Chip Kelly. And they're going to fire Chip Kelly. This team is so ass backwards, bro. It makes absolutely no sense to just keep chasing our tails, and chasing our tails. So, offensive coordinator, we have Greg Olson, which is my preferred, right? He's been a play caller many, many times. I'm sure this whole season he's been sitting there going, why the hell aren't they letting me be more involved in this offense? Because I'm sure he could help out. But then again, you look at the quarterback play, he's the quarterback coach, and the quarterback has been absolutely horrible. Um, I've pointed out, I don't know how many times, Geno Smith sitting on the sidelines after they go 3-and-out, after he throws an interception, after he fumbles the ball. Greg Olson comes right over there, sits down next to him, bust out the little gamepad, trying to show Geno the plays. He's pointing it out. Greg Olson's over here. Geno's looking over here. He don't want nothing to do with it. He doesn't want to know where he's wrong. He doesn't want to know where he's messed up. And, Greg Olson has tried, but I believe that's the best bet we have. It's either Greg Olson or it's Brendan Carroll. Brendan Carroll was the offensive coordinator in Washington. If many of y'all don't know, he did call plays. He's also been the offensive line coach and the run game coordinator. So I wouldn't put it past Pete Carroll to try to make his son look good, right? To throw his son out there, try to make him look good. But we all know, man, it should be Greg Olson. Geno has to be suspended at least one game for flipping off the fans. You can't have your franchise, or not your franchise, but your $1 million quarterback, $30 million to be exact, or 33, out there talking shit to people. So we have to see that. There's got to be some kind of discipline scenario, but I really don't think there will be. And I'm sure when Pete Carroll is asked about it in his next press conference, his excuse will be, the fans have been rough on Geno. the fans have been rough on Geno, and he's just sticking up for himself. Man, I told you when Pete Carroll against Seattle jumped up this high off the ground and tried to rip the sign out of the Seattle fans' hand that had a sign that said biggest bust, Jamarcus Russell or Geno Smith. Right now, at this point, it's Geno Smith. It's Geno Smith. And I bet Jamarcus Russell is finally happy because he's no longer the worst quarterback in NFL history, bro. Or Raiders history. Sorry, not NFL history. What the hell did I just do? So, Geno is no longer the worst quarterback to ever wear a Raider uniform, whether it be Los Angeles, Oakland, or Vegas. It is easily, by far, Geno Smith. Davante Adams, the guy that everybody wanted out of the building, a diva, right? Has 12 touchdowns on the season. Geno Smith has 14 interceptions. 14 interceptions. Davante Adams has more touchdowns than Geno Smith this year. Let that sink in for a minute. Let that sink in. We got a 3rd-round pick for a guy that has 12 touchdowns this year. 12. For a 3rd round. Geomex in the building. Greg Olson needs to request Cam Miller to start and getting his licks. Nothing loose. Here's the thing. I believe if Greg Olson is the quarterback, he's going to go with Pickett or Aiden O'Connell. And I really think it'll be Aiden O'Connell. And I don't think Pete Carroll's going to be down with that. So I don't see Greg Olson end up being the OC. I see it being a Carroll. I really do. I see it being the assistant offensive coordinator right now is Nate Carroll. Nate Carroll was the passing game coordinator for the Carolina Panthers for half a season. He got fired. Pete Carroll is doing everything he can to make sure his sons have a career in the NFL when he's gone. I mean, the writing's been on the wall all year. Everything Pete Carroll has done is to make sure Geno Smith, Brennan Carroll, and Nate Carroll continue to have a career in the NFL after he's done. So I see it being another stupid decision. I really see Greg Olson not getting the job, and it probably being Brennan Carroll or Nate Carroll. Chip Kelly was fired because in his last press conference, what does that say? What? It's in an A. Q&A. Chunky or smooth peanut butter? I guess that's what he wants me to ask. I don't know. I believe in you, brother. Life can be hard. We all need someone to believe. I'm not what you believing in me for, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So yeah, man, that's where we're at. I just wanted to jump on here. Who is my favorite player? My favorite player is this guy right here. See that guy? It's my favorite player. Yeah, YouTube's asking weird questions. I don't know what y'all want me to ask about some damn peanut butter. Double tap the screen, man. 14 people in here. Like, subscribe. You're more than welcome to super chat. You're more than welcome to, become a member of the channel. If you'd like to become a member, all of that is in the link, description, and all that. But man, double tap the screen. I'd appreciate it. Let's YouTube know that I'm doing my job, right? And that y'all are willing to watch and you like the content that I'm putting out. So if you like the content, double tap the screen. If you don't, then bounce. No, I was kidding. YouTube started putting out weird questions. It's been doing that to me too. Well, that's crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't know why they're asking weird questions. If I wanted to ask weird questions, I'd just ask them myself. So how y'all feel, man? Who do you think is going to be the new OC? Who takes over the play calling duties? This is the third year in a row the Las Vegas Raiders are going to admit that they made a mistake at the OC position. What do we make of this? What do we make of this? I have the ads that pop up in the chat now. Candy, annoying. What? You have ads popping up too? The hell? What's YouTube doing? They want to give ads in the chat, but there's only 10 people in here. Put more people in here if you want to put ads on. Come on, man. No wonder nobody comes in here. I got ads on my shit. Crazy. I'm going to take them YouTube ads off, bro. They don't help anyways. They don't help me. I get like 30 cents a month from YouTube ads. So y'all are watching those ads to watch me for 30 cents. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is. So yeah, man, just another scapegoat, another horrible decision by this franchise. Because again, there was no chemistry with this offense. We are fourth or fifth, I think, in the draft, and slowly climbing the ladder. Right? We still have the New York Giants to play. The Saints play the Jets. Shador beat y'all's ass today. Y'all are funny, bro. Y'all are funny. They had a kick return down to the 20-yard line. He started on his own 20, and they took him out. They took him out to run some high school shit. Direct snap to the quarterback. They got the ball again on the 2-yard line because of an interception and then a stupid ass call. So Shador started at his 20. He started at his 2. And they put up 24 points. Yeah, we got our ass beat by Shador. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. Are you mad they got rid of Chip Kelly? I'm a little frustrated. Because now What if they put in a new offensive coordinator and his team starts to roll? This is not the time, bro. We're 2-9. Just let Chip play it out, bro. Play it. You're paying this dude $6 million. $6 million. Why would you cut him? Why would you get rid of him? He's not the problem. The problem is in front of everybody's eyes. Everybody sees it. Richie Incognito is on X all day long, blasting this offensive line, blasting Chip Kelly and the Raiders. Everybody sees what the problem is with the Raiders. ESPN, NFL Network, Browns fans, Rams fans, Tampa Bay fans, Bills fans, Chiefs fans. Everybody can see what the problem is with the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't Chip Kelly. He was part of it. But it wasn't him, bro. It wasn't him. It needs to be Pete Carroll. He's the one that brought in Geno. He's the one that brought in Brennan Carroll. He's the one that brought in Pete Carroll. He's the one that brought in Stone Forsythe, who they left one-on-one with Myles Garrett. Can't make this up, bro. Stone Forsythe, who they left one-on-one with Myles Garrett all day long. This is a coaching staff that has the best player in football on the other side of them. He had 5 sacks last week, 35 pressures, 20 quarterback hits, a couple tackles for a loss. And you let Stone Forsythe one-on-one with Myles flipping Garrett? To me, that's everybody. That's Nathan Carroll. That's Brennan Carroll. That's Chip Kelly. And it's definitely Pete Carroll. He's the one that makes the decisions. Look, Antonio Pierce last year got all the hate in the world for being a first-time head coach, had this team playing better. Way better. Antonio Pierce did not get his quarterback, did not get his offensive coordinator. He wanted Cliff Kingsbury. The Raiders weren't willing to give Cliff Kingsbury 3 years. They only wanted to give him 2. So he didn't get his offensive coordinator. He didn't get his quarterback. They went with Gardner Minshew. He said he wanted to go with Aiden O'Connell, and he was overridden, right? There was 4 people in the room. 3 wanted to go with Gardner Minshew. 1, AP, wanted, and so he says, AOC. So AP didn't get his running back. He didn't get his quarterback. He didn't get his OC coach. They had to trade Devontae Adams because he wasn't happy with the quarterback play. And everybody hated on Antonio Pierce. But then you have a 74-year-old man that comes in the building. He gets the 6th round pick, a 2nd round pick, 3 third-round picks, a 4th round pick, a 5th round pick, 2 6th round picks. Okay, we didn't have a 5th, right? And a 7th. 11 picks. 11 picks he got this year. And I'm sure Pete Carroll had his hand in every single one of those picks. He got to bring in his quarterback. He got to bring in 2 of his offensive linemen. Pete Carroll got everything he wanted this year and is worse than Antonio Pierce. Is worse than Tom Telesco. How is that possible? How is that possible? Geno Garrett's a 1st round pick, but him flipping off the fans, I don't want to see him take another snap. Nah, bro. Nah. You know what I want to see him get? Man, you can't do that shit, bro. And in Oakland, if he would have did that shit in Oakland, I don't know how he would have made it on the bus, bro. There's a good thing there's 46 grown men on the bus with him. I guess not on the bus to his car because they're in Vegas, but that dude wouldn't have made it to his car. He would have had this, I'm sure he has security and probably 25 people walking him to his car because, dude, there ain't no way that dude's walking out to his car like that, not even in Vegas. But that shit wouldn't have flied in Oakland, I guarantee you. Flipping off the fans, bro. Yeah, we're talking shit. Clown, you made 30-something million dollars. You got $71 million guaranteed to throw more interceptions than you have touchdowns. Oh, went to week 4 game. What? Went to week 4 game. Been over terrible offense. At least we beat the Browns in the draft order, but they suck at drafting. And that, I mean, that too. Shout out for going to the game, man. I appreciate you showing love to this horrible, awesome, awful, awful team. Um, Infinite King, appreciate you. But you said it, man. You said it. Like horrible, horrible offense. We're ahead of the Browns in the draft, but are we gonna screw that up too? Are we gonna screw that up too? Are we gonna keep Pete Carroll around long enough to let him fuck that up also? I mean, bro, they've destroyed our offensive line, who in the last 5 weeks of football was the 13th best offensive line in football. From December till the end of the season, our offensive line was ranked 13th in the NFL. You know where we're ranked right now? Dead last. Dead last. The worst offensive line in all of football. Hit those like buttons. Yes, please. I'd appreciate it. Chip Kelly getting a bad rep for getting 86. What? Yeah. Chip Kelly, man, just another scapegoat. Just another scapegoat. And how long are we going to keep this facade up in Raider Nation and just let everybody, I mean, which is good. We're cleaning house, right? But really, really, in all honesty, Brendan Carroll and Nathan Carroll should have been down the road, bro. Both of them before Chip Kelly. We've seen many, many offensive plays out there to be had. We've seen guys running open. You've seen Gino holding the ball for 5, 6 seconds. Like the fans are booing every time he takes a sack because they know they're there. They see it live. You got time to throw the ball away, but you won't. You won't check out a plays. You think it's disrespecting your head coach. Like, oh man. Oh, I hope they don't put his son at the position. I don't know, bro. Knowing this team, probably, bro. The Raiders are horrible. Gino is trash. Pete just wants to chew gum. It's draft pick time, bro. It's been draft pick time since week 3. To be honest, he hasn't hit his peak. He's not. What? He hasn't hit his peak. Gino is a huge part of the problem, but it's not all Gino. The O line is bad, but he's Gino has had time, bro. He's had time. They've given him the ball with plenty of time to make plays. He's had guys open and missed the guys. He's had guys open and looked right at Brock Bowers twice in this game for a 10-yard completion. He took a sack on second down. On second down, you're taking sacks when you can pick up a first down, 10-yard completion. Fire the Carrolls. Fire all the Carrolls. Hire Gruden. Man, we don't want to go through that again. The Seattle Raiders. Yes, yes, we've been the Patriot Raiders. We've been the Seattle Raiders. We've had the Patriot way. Now we're on the Pete Carroll Seattle way. Shador beat the fuck out of y'all today, gang, but it's okay. I know we're gonna hear this for the rest of our lives. Shador fans like, Shador, come on, bro. Shador, he got the ball again at the 20-yard line and the 2-yard line. The only points they put up. 204 yards. What, 4 sacks, 5 sacks, an interception, and a touchdown. I mean, not great numbers, but he did enough to win. Hello, hi. Now we know. Now we know why his jaw got knocked up. I mean, we all known that from the beginning. right? I talked about that when we first got him. I said, you really want to bring in this dude to be a leader when he got, had a defensive lineman punch that dude in his mouth, broke his jaw. He missed a game because of that, or 2 games. Like, didn't he miss a bunch of games for that? Dude lit his ass up. So, can Mark Davis dumb Gino for that gesture? Um, Mark Davis, if he's smart, if Mark Davis is smart, he can file a grievance with the NFL against Geno Smith, and more than likely cannot have to pay Geno another dime because this is a serious offense. Like, you're an NFL player. There are kids in the stands, right? And yes, the fans can do whatever they want. They pay their money to do that. But you're a pro. You're an NFL player. And if Mark Davis really wants to, there could be actions taken. They could release Geno and fight to have to pay his money for, conduct detrimental to the team. And that is a thing. And there's been people that have, sued players and got out of players. So that is a thing. That is definitely a possibility. And I hope to God Geno just screwed himself at a $71 million. I really, really, really do, because he doesn't deserve to be paid a dime for next year or the year after if he's released, bro, at all. Similar, yep, exactly how they fired Christian Wilkins, except this, the Christian Wilkins was a speculation. You had one player that went. This is on camera. This is on film. The announcers talked about it. The fans have talked about it. It's blowing up all over the internet. It is viral. You can't get away from this. You can't get away from this. So maybe there's a possibility. Just good, relaxing. Lakers won. I didn't get to watch the Lakers game. I'll watch the replay though. Nice Lakers. LOL. Yeah, that team's gonna be nasty, bro. We got a damn good team this year. I'm just pissed off they sent my Arkansas boy to the D League with Bronny. He's better than Bronny. Adu Thero is a dog, bro. Adu Thero is gonna be that guy. You could see disappointment on the fans' faces today in the crowd. I mean, you could see disappointment in my face, bro. Like, you could see disappointment in everybody's face every time they span to the crowd. Your mom's gay, bro. Come in my chat talking shit. O-line couldn't hold a fart. I don't know, bro. I seen the O-line struggle. But when you're blitzing, they're going to struggle. And they blitz the shit out of us because they know if you send 5 guys, the Raiders can't handle it. Keysand Milk. This dude don't know ball. You're right. I don't know ball. What do you got, bro? What you got? Yeah, 10 sacks is not being there for your team when they need you the most. Bro, 9 of those, or at least 7 of those sacks were Geno Smith. At least 7 of those sacks. You don't have to take sacks. You're supposed to be a mobile quarterback, right? A dual threat. You know what dual threat means? Have any idea? It means you could throw the ball and run the ball, right? Geno's not running the ball. Geno's not trying to escape out of the pocket. Last week they rolled him out on every single play. They ran the they rolled him out on 23 plays out of 42 snaps. Pete Carroll in his interview says something good is about to happen. That's how he started out his presser tonight. Something good is about to happen. Does this clown not know we are 2-9 now? Something good is about to happen? You're gonna get fired? What? It's the only thing good that could happen, bro. Um, 10 sacks not being there for your team. No, it's not, bro. No, it's not. No, it's not. When you have guys wide open in the end zone, 2 plays in a row, back to back, and you wait and wait and wait and wait. Tell me this, if the O line is so bad, how did Trey Tucker have time to run 25 yards? Twice? Twice? 25 yards. You know how long it takes to run 25 yards? Well, let me see. If you run a 4.240, right? If you run a 4.240, that would be 4.2 seconds to get 40 yards. So, say 25 yards is what? 2.5 seconds, right? That's about the average time for a quarterback to throw the football in the NFL. That's about the average time every quarterback gets. How do I feel about Carolina? Did they win today too? I feel like it's an organization that drafted a quarterback number one and has had the balls to stick with them. They benched him, they brought him back, and Bryce Young is showing that he's definitely worth that number one pick. AOC time, Raider Ken. Man, it's been AOC time. But Carolina, man, they've had, top 10 draft pick year after year after year after year after year. You got to get good eventually. I guess didn't they give up on the that was Houston that gave up the draft picks. So yeah. Can you say hi? I said it from what? Said it came from L. I don't know what you're talking about. Eagles are trash, not going on. The Eagles got hit by a team in their division that had nothing to lose. They had to lay it all on the table. And that's what they did tonight, right? The Packers, the Cowboys, they went out there and smacked them in the mouth. They got turnovers. They committed turnovers and still won a football game. They have a nasty defense. To only give up 21 points on the Eagles is a damn good outing for the Cowboys. That's your mom. I'm not a bot. 10 sacked is unacceptable, Gino. Yeah. You could have thrown the ball away at least half of those. Half of those, right? It's horrible, horrible. Who else thinks Bowers? Who else thinks Brock Bowers should be a wide receiver? Hot take. I think he is the wide receiver. We lined him up at the X over and over and over again. He lines up at the Y. He lines up at the Z. He lines up at the H. They've lined him up everywhere. I think that is your number one receiver. But somehow today, Tyler Lockett was the number one receiver. He was the one lining up in the X position. He was the one with his foot on the line, right? Not off the line. So, I don't know where that came from. I'm sure that's a Pete Carroll call, right? And then you're going to fire Chip Kelly for doing exactly what you tell him to do. But yeah, Brock Bowers could be a number one. But could you imagine Brock Bowers with the Pickens, with the Devontae Adams that we shouldn't have got rid of? Brock Bowers would be 150 yard a game tight end if he had a number one receiver like George Pickens on the other side. Somebody that could stretch the field, take the double team, right? Beat quarters over the top. Had to say it. What up? Riley? I don't know. Just going back home from my first NFL game. Oh yeah, what game was that? The Rams game? Shout out to getting to see your first NFL game. I hope your team won. I'm an Eagles fan, and we lost to the Cowboys. Shit, man, we lost to the Cowboys last week too. Y'all just barely lost. We got our guts reamed out. So, man, I don't know why Philadelphia fans are crying, right? They really, really, I believe, got on the run late, and won the Super Bowl. Nobody really thought they were a Super Bowl team, even with Saquon, because they don't throw the ball to AJ Brown. Um, I don't even know why he's on the team. So nobody really thought the Eagles were going to be a threat last year, and nobody thought they were going to be a threat this year because it's hard for teams to go back to back and win Super Bowls. And they lost a lot of free agents on defense. Um, and they have some holes. They got some hurt players. So, and it's a tough division, man. The Cowboys playing good. The Giants, when Dart's out there, or even when he's not out there, they still have Brian Burns has what 13 sacks this year. He's 1.5 away from Max Crosby's total on a shit team. So I don't want to hear that Max Crosby gets double, triple team and he has nobody else. I mean, he does have a first round pick over there, but kind of makes a little bit of difference. Yeah, it was very fun. Nice, nice. Gino's getting old. I mean, he's 34, bro. And everybody tried to say, Gino's younger than 34 because he's really only played 4 years, the 15 years he's been in the NFL. To me, that just shows you're a garbage quarterback. If you've been in the NFL for 15 years and you've only started for 5 of them, come on, bro. Who did we think this dude was? Have fun with the Seattle trash. I don't want the Seattle trash, bro. I don't want the Seattle trash. I didn't want him to begin with. Bridge. We got no bridge. Gino is trash, and Pete, and so is Pete. When was the last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl? 1983. Yeah, double tap the screen. Guys bring his wife to the doctor. Guy says, Doc, I don't even know if I should read this. Let me read it quietly before I can read it. Okay, I can read it. So guy brings his wife to the doctor. Guy says, Doc, I don't know if my wife has Alzheimer's or AIDS. Doc says, take her into the woods, leave her. If she makes it home, don't sleep with her. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Chazelle, what's good? What's good? My team is so ass this year. Are you a Raiders fan? Because they can't be worse than us. They cannot be worse than us. Oh, a Saints fan. They still not worse than us. You're not worse than us. You got 3 quarterbacks on your roster, bro. 3 quarterback. You got Spencer Rattler, you got Tyler Shook, and you got what's the other kid with a big ass arm that I don't know why he hasn't got no play time. But the Saints, bro, like y'all have a future. You're gonna get another first round draft pick this year, and I don't know what the Saints needs are off the top of my head. But I wouldn't draft a quarterback. There's 3 in the building that can develop into something. So don't keep your head down too much, man. The Saints, they got to play the Jets. One of those teams are going to lose. That team is going to be a top 5 draft pick. The other one is going to probably be, 8, 9, 10. We need a quarterback and receivers. Don't y'all have Chris Olave? What do you mean you need receivers? And you don't believe in Tyler Shuck? I think Tyler Shuck is a dog, bro. He's got very smart intelligence. He's got a decent arm. He's a rookie that shouldn't be out there starting right now, not where he was drafted. So he should be good, man. We traded. Oh, y'all traded Rashid. See, y'all got to. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have traded Shaheed Rashid. I sure the hell wouldn't have traded him to the team you traded him to, to Seattle. They don't need any more help, but shout out to Rashid. He's going to get more playtime over there. I had him with a touchdown and 100 yards today. They let me down. They didn't throw to him as much as I thought they would. I thought, more double team would be on Smith and Jigba, and Rashid would run free over there, but nah. We got blown out by to the Falcons. I mean, it's not like the Falcons don't have Kirk Cousins, who's been in the playoffs. I'm good. I'm good, Aussie chick. How are you? It's not like they don't have Kirk Cousins, who's been in the playoffs, who's been a top quarterback in this league before, right? It's not like he forgot. So, getting beat by the Falcons ain't bad, bro. They have one of the best. Uh, one of the best running backs in the league. They have all kinds of young talent over there, and Nico, and just crazy ass guys. So, man, don't be mad you're losing to the Falcons. It's not too bad. Now, if Michael Penix was in there and you lost to the Falcons, I'd be mad, bro. But you traded Rashid for a second round pick. Y'all got a first round pick, and I'm sure you got another second round pick. So you got a lot of draft picks coming, man. Hang in there. Hang in there. The Saints will be all right. I'm doing well editing a video and listening. We are 2-9 and need a new roster. I mean, I don't know what the roster looks like, but I know their defense with Derek Carr the last 2 years was pretty damn good. I don't know how many guys they lost, so maybe it's time for a rebuild over there. You already got your quarterback, unless they want to go get another quarterback this year, which I hope they don't, because they're going to take away from my team getting one. But I'm good with Aiden O'Connell, but not a lot of people are. We tried both of our quarterbacks and showed no improvement because they're young, bro. They're young. Spencer Rattler is only, he was a third string quarterback his rookie year. And then he got thrown into the fire when DC got hurt. What the hell are you dragging? That car sounded like shit. Sound like you ran somebody over and was dragging it up the road. But you got to give it time. RAT. Got to give it time. I'm happy the Bears are 8-3. I dislike people sometimes. Yeah, man, I'm happy for the Bears too. They're 8-3. Ben Johnson worked out. I really thought it was going to take them a full year or two before they turned that team around. And I was hoping my team would be the team to turn around before the Bears did. But, when you got a good coach and you already have your quarterback in place and you go and get 3 new offensive linemen, you have a good draft. The Bears are solid, bro. The Bears are solid. So happy for your team. Nezuko? Is that your name? Nezuko too? Would you want to trade Max for Mac Jones to the 49ers? Come on, bro. What? Oh, bro. Come on, man. You make my chest hurt with jokes like that. Thomas French? Good Lord. Did you really just ask me if I'm trading Max Crosby for Mac Jones? I'm not even going to answer that. Thanks for the question. I appreciate your participation. Our defense is mid, and I will, so watch out. Wait, what? Maverick? What you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing. That's the first thing you said. Okay. I don't know. And I will, so watch out. Watch out for Maverick. He will. Cowboys were cooking y'all. Cowboys cooked us. Everybody's cooked us, bro. Everybody's cooked us. I hope they get a quarterback. Y'all would be crazy to draft a quarterback. You took one in the second round last year. You have a fifth round quarterback the year before. And I believe you have a second or a third round quarterback behind him. So if you really want to fix the New Orleans Saints, bro, they should probably draft some offensive linemen to keep your quarterback upright. Maybe trade away, that fancy running back they got over there. Maybe get rid of some of those weapons. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think a quarterback is the answer for y'all at this point. Not yet. You got a lot of holes. And when you're 2-8, 2-9, um, there's not much upside when you're 2-9, right? They do have a new head coach, and I think that new head coach is trying to tank. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's trying to tank so he can get some draft picks. Or they wouldn't have traded Rashid for a second round pick. The Bears in the back has some sick ass bling. Yeah, the Bears chilling, bro. He's chilling. And he's not a Chicago Bear either. I'm saying. We need Jackson Dart. Oh, everybody needs a Jackson Dart, bro. Who doesn't need a Jackson Dart right now? Who doesn't need a Jackson Dart? The Patriots cooking it up this year. Yeah, that's my projection to go to the Super Bowl. I believe it's going to be the Rams and Patriots, or the Rams and Colts. Cleaning today, nice. Um, so do you think Carolina Panthers can beat the 49ers Monday Night Football? Oh, that's right. They play tomorrow. Um, I don't know. That's going to be a damn good game, though. It's going to be a good game. I know the 49ers with Robert Salah's over there tearing it up right now. They're a pretty solid unit. It's going to be very, very, very hard. Um, it's going to be a hard day for Bryce Young. He's going to have to roll out of the pocket because he's short. Can't see over the big ass defensive line they have for the 49ers. So if they can get him out of the run, use some play action, use some RPO, I believe they have a chance. I believe they have a chance. Like, that team has been fired up. They're on a 6-game win streak, the Carolina Panthers? I believe 5 or 6. What's the Raiders record? We're 2-9. We're 2-9. It's hot there. Are you in the summertime too? I'm a Raiders fan, but our record is simple. We will never, ever win a Super Bowl. Y'all are making me depressed, bro. Y'all are bringing me down, really. The optimism for this team, where is it at? Man, we're gonna win a Super Bowl again. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna take some time. I mean, we waited 40 years. I don't know what it's gonna hurt to wait another 40, except I probably won't be here. Yes, y'all are such a bad team. Oh, I know. I know. Candy, you should be out getting a tan. Is it daytime there again? 14 hours ahead? Oh, I don't know. I'm so confused with this time zone. We're gonna lose Kamara soon. Demario Davis is gone after the season. Oh yeah, y'all are in a complete rebuild then. Complete rebuild. Unless you keep those guys. I mean, if you let Alvin Kamara get out of the building, the Saints have more problems than than the Raiders. Not that it matters. All professional sports are rigged. Elite on the beat. You got some beats, bro? Send me some beats. Send me some Raider trap beats. A lead on the beat. If you ain't got no beats, then don't send me none. But if you do, man, all my links are in the description on my page. I will definitely shout you out. We beat ourselves. Man, we beat ourselves too. Unleashed Raider, what's good? Appreciate you. Um, yes, y'all are such a bad team. I know. It's your birthday? Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. For people who want to watch games that aren't rigged, just watch college sports. You think colleges are rigged? Hmm. I think all sports have some kind of rigging. Like when you can go online and bet on anything, even golf, NASCAR. Um, I think if there's, you know, millions of dollars to be lost, I don't think they'd mind playing, calling up a player and saying, hey, I got $1 million if you make sure we don't lose $50 million on these damn bets because everybody decided to pick against us, right? I mean, it just seems logical to me. Stop spamming or you will get to you. Happy birthday. Well, happy birthday to everybody in the chat that has a birthday, man. Can't be worse than the Jets. That's debatable. That's debatable. I don't know what's going on with that team either. Like you have Justin Fields, and you can't throw over 100 yards a game. I don't know what's going on over there. Um, Thoughts on video games? I like Madden. Um, I like to play zombies on COD. Um, that's pretty much it. I like NBA. Yes, my 50-year-old ass still plays video games, but only sometimes. Only sometimes. It's all good. I'm a Vikings fan. We both endure torture. I mean, yeah, yeah. But nobody suffered like the Raiders, man. Nobody suffered like the Raiders. You know how many draft picks the Vikings have had in the first round for a quarterback in the last 25 years? The Raiders have not taken a quarterback in the first round since Jamarcus Russell in 2002, the year my daughter was born. 27 years. The Raiders have not had a first round pick at quarterback. That's pathetic. Good Lord, bro. You're dragging shit. Why are you coming back by? Who did you run over? Dude driving by again with sparks flying out the back. But yeah, man, I feel your pain. I feel the Vikings' pain. I feel the Jets' pain. I feel the Titans' pain. I feel all the pain of the shitty teams that are 2-9 or 1-10. I know exactly what y'all feeling like. God bless everyone. Hope everyone has a good night. Hopefully, I won't end my life. What? Then I can see my mama in heaven again. What? Bro, don't talk crazy shit like that. That's just dumb, bro. If you need somebody to talk to, I have a hotline. It's on my community page. Call it up. Hit me up, bro. Don't come in here talking crazy like that. It's not worth it, bro. There's people that care about you. And I'm sure your mom doesn't want to see you that way either. She would rather see you where you're at, prospering. Bro, I'm an Eagles fan and we lost to the Cowboys. How many Eagles fans are going to come in here and say that? The Cowboys are a up and coming team, bro. They got rid of Parsons. You know, they got Kenny Clark from it. They went and got Quinnen Williams. They had a problem stopping the run. They don't have a problem stopping the run right now. Their offense is clicking. George Pickens is playing the best football of his life. You got hit by a team that has everything to play for in the Cowboys, right? The Eagles don't really have nothing to play for at this point. Yeah, they're trying to make it back to the Super Bowl, but how bad are they really trying? Like Saquon Barkley's having one of the worst years. He looks like he did with the Giants, right? Um, so the Eagles, they have Antonio Brown, our whatever Brown they have that they won't throw the damn football to. AJ Brown. You got AJ Brown. You won't throw the football to. You got another receiver over there they won't throw the football to. So the Eagles are, the Eagles are beating themselves. No, we are not going to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, we are. They are getting old. Chiefs Kingdom. That was a good win today from the Chiefs, man. That was a good, hard fought battle. Way to come back in overtime and beat a team that dog walked us. But then again, y'all dog walked us too. So shout out, shout out. I already know the Vikings ain't winning. It's just how we are. And I don't understand how they can't, right? You have a damn good coach who I would love for him to coach the Raiders. He's a quarterback whisperer. I don't know why he can't get it together um, with a 20-year-old. But that JJ McCarthy's got plenty of upside, bro. Don't hate on JJ yet. Him and nine, like I said, him and nine will be just fine. That kid's gonna get it together. And you have one of the best receivers in all of football, man. So you have two damn good receivers, three good receivers. Like, it's not like the Vikings don't have weapons. Y'all are just a couple pieces away. A lot of these teams that are shitty like the Raiders, and y'all ain't, but a lot of the teams that are 2-8, 1-9, they have players. The Raiders have Max Crosby, Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, JPJ. We have four players worth keeping on this roster. Aiden O'Connell. Other than that, we ain't got nobody, bro. We got nobody. My favorite college football team is another losing team, the Razorbacks. A team that should be 9-1 this year, but instead they're 2-10. How about them Cowboys? Damn good win. Go Hawks. Oh my God. I'm a Cardinals fan. Football is pain. I will never stop watching. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Salute, salute. You guys are not going to win a Super Bowl. We are going to win a Super Bowl. Not this year. It's not going to be next year. It's not going to be there next year. 2028. 2028. Las Vegas Raiders. Super Bowl. You heard it. You heard it here. You heard it here. 3 more years. 3 more years. Write it down, book it, put it in a little envelope, put it in a safe place, and come back on this date in 2028 and watch my Raiders be 10-2 at that time. Mark it. LSU fitting to be good because the defense is getting Lane. What? Are they getting Lane Kiffin? Is it official? I know he had to make a decision really, really quick. But I think it's crazy for Lane Kiffin. If he's not coming to the Las Vegas Raiders to right his wrongs for all the shit that he caused us and the 5 years he set us back for that garbage time when he was, 29 years old. If Lane Kiffin doesn't come back to the NFL and coach the Raiders, he should not leave Ole Miss. He's built something special there. You have recruits that are willing to come there and play for your team. And when you have something special like that, you got to hold on to it, man. You got to hold on to it. So if Lane Kiffin does decide to leave for LSU, that's just crazy to me. Being a longtime North Texan fan, I know it probably won't be our year. North Texas, I don't know. If you're talking about Texas football, Arch Manning looking like Fro was looking like the second coming of Peyton Manning against my Razorbacks this week. So the Texas can get hot and end up making those playoffs also. Older I get, the more real professional wrestling gets. Frank Weber in the building. Texas Longhorns. Yeah, bro, they murked the shit out of my Razorbacks. Oh yeah, my son was. I don't know, bro. Who knows? The other kid, the other fucking kid. And it was 2001. But yeah, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean, bro. Keep your head up. You got Ashton. Ashton Genty hurt his ankle, man. He might not even play next week. If he don't play, it's Raheem Mostert and maybe Chris Collier or Dylan Labe. Son was, yeah. And no, it was 2001. They're 3 years apart. The best player on the team was the Revs. Will the Raiders draft a quarterback this year? If they have Pete Carroll still in the building, I say no. The only way they draft a quarterback is if they go get a young coach and they offer that as part of the package, right? Come in, turn around our team. We'll give you your pick of the quarterbacks, right? Let you pick the roster, try to build this team. Then I believe yes. But if they hand it to Patrick Graham or Pete Carroll stays, I just don't see him. I see him going defense, defensive line, defensive tackle. I'd be good with Caleb Downs, safety. I don't know. I don't know. Raider fans seem to think that this is the year we get a quarterback. I don't see the Raiders being that smart. And after three bridge quarterbacks that Aiden O'Connell has outplayed all of them, maybe it's time that they just say fuck it. We'll go with Aiden O'Connell this year, and we'll use that $1.4 million that we're paying for our quarterback. All that money we wasted on these other quarterback trash ass to build this team around a quarterback. So we're just a quarterback away. Then you go get a quarterback. But man, I don't know. They'll mess up everything. At least we can make the playoffs. Yeah, at least y'all can make the playoffs. That's a fact. And you got Saquon, and you got Jalen Hurts, and you got weapons galore, and one of the best defensive lines still in the NFL. So the Eagles aren't out. They're definitely not out. 100. We all hate the Chiefs. Bro, we lost the Cowboys. It's been really unexpected. College football year. It has been a crazy year in college football. There's been a lot of good matchups. There's been a lot of bad matchups. 21-0 in the second quarter. 21-4 was the final. I didn't know that. I didn't watch the game because I was watching the Raiders game. They were up 21-0. Wow. Wow. Okay. Um, the Eagles might have some problems. The Eagles might have some problems. And we know with AJ Brown and all that shit going on, there's some friction. There's some friction there in Philadelphia. Look for a lot of people to be traded at the end of the year and a lot of new faces because that's just the way they roll. Their GM is not afraid to just send guys out and bring new guys in. So, Philadelphia might be in a rebuild this year too. I'll cheer for the Raiders if you cheer for the Eagles too. I'll cheer for the Eagles anytime they're playing Kansas City, Denver, or the Chargers. Other than that, Eagles were doing bad in the fourth quarter, bro. I mean, bro, if they were up 21-0 and lost, I think they were doing bad since since they started giving up 24 points. That's bad, bro. That's a horrible way to lose for the defending Super Bowl champions. To give up 24 unanswered points to lose in OT is rough. That's a rough way to go out. Man, more like 2050 Super Bowl champs at this rate. Don't come in here with that shit, Jeff. 2008, bro. We're winning the Super Bowl. Write it down. Pat's taking the Super Bowl this year. Don't be mad. No, I've already picked that. I've already said my picks for the Super Bowl are the New England Patriots and the Rams. That will be the Super Bowl. I already told people mortgage the house, put your car on it. Don't do all that. It's a joke. It's a joke. Joke. Calm down. But really, really, those are going to be the playoff teams. Watch. More than likely, it's going to be the Rams and the Colts, or the Rams and the Patriots. But I think the Patriots, man, they look like there's no beating them right now. Fumbling and all. Right? I can't believe they fumbled the ball on the 5 yard line. And then the Dallas Cowboys ran four plays, and none of them was a run play. Did they forget they had a running back? Did they forget they had a pretty damn good running back? It looked like some Chip Kelly shit. So, Jeff, what do you think about Chip Kelly being fired? Shout out to Raider Jeff in the building. Y'all go give his channel a like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Dude, the Chiefs versus the Colts, that was something else. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that. I got a lot of games to go back and watch. Didn't think the Colts will lose. No, I had the Colts winning that game. That was my prediction. If I ever saw a Raider fan, he would catch these hands instantly. Well, my brother, you're welcome to come meet me anywhere and catch these hands. Pronounce that word? What word? Instantaneously? Wow. A Raider fan that can read? What? Fuck out of here. Dude, I feel bad for Tyreek. Man, he got plenty of money. He'll be alright. I'm under your bed? Well, I don't know how you're under it because you can't get under it. So unless it's crushing you right now, there's no way you're under my bed. But shout out. I'm not scared of the boogeyman anyway, bro. Aaron Rodgers got to retire soon. Damn. You guys lost to the Browns. I know, bro. I know. Shador whooped us. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. He should have been a first-round pick. He's going to be rookie of the year. I get it, bro. I get it. Take Shador's dick out of your mouth. It's okay, bro. Happy as a pig in shit with Kelly being gone now. I think it was the wrong move. He's just a scapegoat. They should have really pointed the finger at the real problem, and it's all the Carrolls. All three of them, or four of them. You can throw Geno in there too. He's a Carroll. I think it's going to give us a chance to win. It's going to destroy our playoff chances, and it's not going to turn out good, bro. It's not going to turn out good. 805 in the building. What's good, Rebel? Have a good live, brother. Appreciate you popping in and popping out. But yeah, man, I think Chip Kelly was just another scapegoat. He definitely wasn't the problem. I mean, the offense, we've seen where there's guys open. We've seen where there's not guys open. But most of the time, there's been guys open. Geno just can't find the open man. And it's just another way for Pete Carroll to point the finger at somebody else, right? Because we've all seen Geno has been the problem every single game. He was horrible tonight. Just couldn't even throw the ball near anybody. Couldn't break out of a sack. Wait, what? Playoff chances? Who said playoffs? I gotta go back and read. What? Playoffs? What's good, Rebel? Playoff chances? Are you kidding? Right? I meant not playoff chances. I meant draft chances. It's not playoffs. If I said playoffs, I apologize. So yeah, our draft chances. We are fourth, I do believe, fifth or fourth, and Chip Kelly had us marching in the right direction to get our quarterback if we wanted a quarterback. Um, sorry, I didn't mean draft. I didn't mean playoffs. Like that is the farthest thing from my mind. I don't even know why I said playoffs. Um, Niners got no shot against what? Carolina tomorrow? Bro, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So yeah, man, that's where we're at. Fuck, 80 minutes. Damn, I'm gonna get the hell off here. I appreciate everybody in the building. I appreciate everybody that rocked with me earlier for the live, for the game. We do that every single week. If y'all want to pull up, we also do film breakdown. If you want to pull up, double tap the screen, like, subscribe, follow if you like this kind of content. Um, Jeff, it's not Kelly's fault. The O line coach is Pappy. In the playoffs. Um, Gonzo Purdy is different. Yeah, so I think Chip Kelly firing was, he's just another scapegoat, and they're just trying to overlook the real problem in the building, which is Geno Smith and Pete Carroll. We all know that is the problem: the favoritism, the nepotism, all that tism that's going on in the building. Um, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. We were losing. We were losing well, and now you're gonna bring Greg Olson and give us a chance to possibly win, or who knows? It'll probably be Brandon Carroll. But I appreciate y'all. Much love as always. Raiders. Peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Much love.